best. Indulge in the elegance of 18-karat gold. 3 hours this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Welcome back to Electronics Made Easy. I'm Beth Roe, and I call it Electronics for Dummies because, you know, not that Justin's a dummy, but the fact is that this is a show where, I'm the first one to admit I don't know that much about electronics, but I do like to know enough so that I know how to use it. And there are electronic things that I do like to use, like the computer, but I do it for, specific tasks that I need.
Right.
This is from Dell, and I just want to tell you a quick story. About 2 months ago, my husband and I, we have one family computer. And between 4 kids and my husband and me, honey, we never got a chance to get on that computer. The kids were always on the computer.
Yep.
And they had all kinds of jazz on there. And I finally said to Mark, I said, we have got to get another computer that you and I can only use because this is getting nuts. So one night, he was out and about at a meeting or something, and I turned on QVC, and you and Rick were on with a Dell computer. Now, again, I don't know everything about computers, but you guys made it sound, easy to use. I understood what you said. It had a great, easy payment plan. So I picked up the phone and called and ordered it, and we got it now, and it's working great. I just love it.
Good.
But the reason I tell you that is because women as well as men are buying computers all the time. They don't even know, they don't have to know everything about a computer to know Dell is a name that so many people rave about. And Justin Mirigliani, did I say that?
Perfect.
Mirigliani.
Yeah.
There, I got it. Mirigliani. Anyway, it's great to have you here from Dell. It's
great
a pleasure
to be here.
Meet you in person.
Same here.
And the fact is, this is a computer that, I'm going to just say, it's 2.8 gigahertz. It's an Intel Pentium 4. 512 megabyte, 160 gigabyte. It plays DVDs and it records DVDs.
That's right.
And you have 3 monitors to choose from, all of which are flat panel monitors, which we got a flat panel, our first ever flat panel. It's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it
doesn't
great?
take
It's
up
great on
nearly
the
as
eyes,
much
too.
room. Yeah, it's easy to see.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take up nearly as much room on the desk.
Exactly.
I love that part. And so we have a 15-inch, 17-inch, or a 19-inch, and you break it out into 4 monthly payments, 4 times, $312 for the 15-inch, 4 payments of $338 for the 17-inch, or 4 monthly payments of $366 for the 19-inch. And we take all kinds of different credit cards, 7 different major credit cards. Now, typically when I look at a graphic and it says, it's got this, that, and the next thing, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Let's actually tell you. 16 times, oh, they just took the graphic away. Well, anyway.
It's okay.
The fact is, I look at 2.8 gigahertz and I say, so what? What does that mean?
Speed. 2.8 gigahertz, you're going to be moving at lightning fast speed, which is great.
And I love that because I don't have a lot of time.
Exactly. Did you ever go on a computer and then you have that hourglass and it seems to be sitting there, flip it over?
That just bugs me.
It bugs everybody. It drives me crazy, it drives you crazy, it drives everybody out there crazy. Well, when you have 2.8 gigahertz, you're going to have a lot more speed. And also couple that, you mentioned the 512 megabytes of the shared dual-channel DDR2
What
SD
does
RAM.
that mean?
Well, in layman's terms, if you look at the graphic, we're just looking at the fact that in the old days with SD RAM, it was like trying to get all that information to the processor and it would bottleneck. So it's like taking a lane that's a 1-lane highway and all these cars on it and breaking it up into 4 lanes where they can flow very quickly.
Right.
And
so
DDR2 is new.
that's what this has.
That's what this has.
Okay.
Yep, so it's
And
much
then
quicker.
I look at 160 gigabytes. What does that mean?
160 gigabyte hard drive, a tremendous amount of space. Again, there's a graphic that we're looking at now, and that graphic talks about how much you can put on there. 120,000 minutes of music. Could you imagine?
Wow.
On that hard drive. In addition to that, 150,000 digital photos. Could you take that many pictures in a lifetime?
No.
20 hours of video.
Oh, my goodness.
All of that right inside this machine, which is great.
Can go in. So, in other words, I got plenty of room to put my documents and all that stuff in it.
Massive space.
Here's the other thing that's really cool, and we include this as a gift with purchase. So not only do you get the great Dell computer and all, but you're going to get what we call PC Treasures. And PC Treasures is a gift with purchase. You don't have to pay extra for it, and that's all included. And we'll explain what's all included in this. I think it's coming up pretty soon here. Talk to me about this.
There's a biggie, the Norton antivirus.
We're going to talk
That's going to
about
be a big
that.
thing. Get 15 months of that. Quicken for financial. Money, also finance. Accounting, so you can do some of your taxes with this program. SpongeBob for the kids.
I love SpongeBob.
There's a big one. Roller Coaster Tycoon, that's fun. Madden, if you're a
My
big
kids
sports
would like
fan.
that.
There you go. NASCAR for any of those racing fans that are out there.
Man.
Absolutely. If you want to work with digital photos and you want to doctor them up a little bit, you want to get rid of red eye, you want to maybe add some things there, make them a little bit funnier, put little captions over the top, you can. My Mix. There's a big one. We talked about this before. Talk it, type it.
What does that mean?
Talk it, type it's really cool. If you're not a person who's a very quick typer, you could actually have a microphone. You can connect the microphone to the machine and actually talk into the machine, and it will start to type your documents for you.
Wow. So you would buy the microphone separate?
Buy the microphone separate, but it would plug in. Yeah, and then you could talk right into it. The one thing you do, and it's pretty easy, is you actually train it to understand your voice, which is really neat.
That is really cool. And I want to go back to that Norton antivirus, because I was telling Justin earlier today, before we came on the air, I said, I have two big pet peeves about computers. One is that I want to make sure I can somehow secure so my kids don't go to websites they shouldn't go to, because nothing makes me angrier. And also that I am so sick and tired of pop-ups. I can be in the middle of typing a letter, a document, a speech that I have to give, and all this jazz is popping up telling me to go to Las Vegas and wherever, and I love Las Vegas, but honey, I don't want to see it when I'm typing my speech.
Not at that time, yeah.
So how does that antivirus thing with Norton work?
Well, first of all, you get 15 months of the Norton antivirus, which is great. So you have over a year. But you could go in and put in the parental controls. You could block the pop-ups. You have a spam blocker in there. So you have a whole lot of stuff that's coming with that antivirus. Not to mention the fact that viruses that might be introduced into your computer are going to be blocked. So all those attacks that you might have are going to be blocked.
That's awesome. One of the things we want to talk about on this computer is Dell, just the name itself. You know, one of the things why they come to QVC to buy a Dell, it's one of the reasons why I came to QVC to buy a Dell. I mean, I could have gone somewhere else to buy it. I could have bought a different brand. But the Dell support and the marriage between Dell and QVC is amazing. There's 3 things that come with 3 years. Explain what that is.
Yeah, it's the big 3. First of all, you have the 3-year limited warranty, which means we back the components of every machine that we sell on QVC. If anything goes wrong with those components, within those 3 years, we'll replace them for you. Number 2, you have the 3-year online technical support. You can call that number 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year-round. Someone will be there to answer your call. That's 3 years.
Wow.
On top of that, if we can't, for whatever reason, help you over the phone, we'll actually send a technician to your home or business, anywhere within the 50 states, to help you with that problem. We have business hours.
And that's for 3 years?
That's for 3 years. All of those are for 3 years.
Wow. See, I mean, that has to be worth a lot of money. Typically, you go buy a computer somewhere else, you get a 1-year warranty, you pay a lot of extra money, sometimes hundreds of dollars, just to get those other year warranties. We included on this one. We're going to go off to the phones, and then we'll show you some demos and how I use this a computer at home to help my kids with their homework, to, like I say, pull up Word, you know, Microsoft Word or whatever, and to be able to type my documents, my speeches, and things. Hello, welcome to QVC. You're on the air with Justin and Mary Beth. What is your name, please?
Hi, my name is Marion. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Marion. Welcome.
How are you?
Hi, fine. And congratulations on your year anniversary.
Thank you. Tell us.
I have 2 Dells right now. I have a laptop and a desktop, and I had a laptop before, and I cannot say enough wonderful things about both my computers. The service is great. The people, the customer service, when you're trying to get your computer together to decide what kind of components you want in it, are great. They're just great computers. I don't even think about any other kind of computer but Dell.
That's awesome.
My sister has a couple Dells. My niece has a Dell.
It's a family thing.
It's a Dell family, yeah.
It's a family Dell thing. We don't even think about anything but just Dell. I mean, they're just great computers.
Mary, let me ask you this. What kind of things do you do on your computer? I mean, everybody does different things, but what do you like to use your computer for?
Well, for internet things and just things for work. You know, my niece uses hers for gaming purposes.
Yeah. What about email? Do you do a lot of email?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes,
but like internet access, as you said, do you do much financial things on it, or is it more like documents and such?
Yeah, more documents, that kind of thing, yes.
Yeah, me too. In fact, we're going to show you how easy it is to get into documents and things. But how long have you had your Dells?
I just bought my laptop in February, and I've had my desktop, I think, about 3 years, and then my other laptop was probably 5 years.
Wow. So that's the other thing. They last a good long time.
Yes, they do.
So I'm thrilled to hear from you, Mary. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's show them how easy it is to get into some of this thing. Like, first of all, she mentioned documents. And I know for me, that's probably my primary reason for getting on the computer besides checking my emails, is just going into documents because I do a lot of writing.
Right.
So
Well,
show us how easy.
Yeah, real easy. If you go to Start Programs, there's Microsoft Word. Now, you're getting, with this machine, you're going to get Microsoft Word, you're going to get the Work Suite. Now, the Work Suite comes with databases, it comes with spreadsheets, all kinds of different things, calendars. But Microsoft Word, it looks like it just wasn't loaded on this machine at this time.
Okay.
But, you know, obviously
But, yeah.
when you would get it, it would be loaded. And all that
Right.
would happen is it will pop up with Microsoft Word, and you just start typing. So those who use Microsoft Word will have it.
Now, the other thing I mentioned was helping my kids with their homework.
Sure.
And obviously, my high schooler, my junior higher,
Actually,
they
there it
know
is.
10 times more than I do about computers. I go to them to ask them questions, don't they? I'm like, oh, thank God I have teenagers now. They can tell me how to use my computer. But my little ones, Elizabeth and Ryan, they're just, you know, kind of getting started with computers in school and at home. And so they come, Mommy, how do I get, and I'm like, oh, Lordy, I don't know. But the fact is here, just even going on internet, or what comes in the PC Treasures is
Right.
Encarta, the encyclopedia, correct?
That's right, that's right. Just to let you know, I did have Word finally come up for us,
Oh,
and that was
okay.
just because it needed to be loaded. So
Yeah.
there's Microsoft Word.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's where you would, like you were saying, type your
your
letters, or if you have
documents.
speeches, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But also Encarta, what it is really is a program. It's an encyclopedia. So
Yeah.
you can put in all kinds of questions. There's a find area right up top here, and that find area lets you type in whatever keyword you want to use.
Like if we're doing cooking and things,
Sure.
sometimes like let's say a recipe calls and says you need to braise the meat, and I'm like, oh geez, what does braise mean? Does that
I would
mean,
have no idea.
You know, do you fry it? Do you bake it? I mean, you know, what does braising mean? You could pull this up and it's going to explain to you what braising is about and different things. I mean, like you said, it's so. When we grew up, we didn't have computers. We grew up with a stack of encyclopedias.
Right.
But there was only so much room in those books as to what kind of information could go in it. It's limitless, basically,
Oh, it really
with
is.
the encyclopedias that you have on the computer.
And then with the retrieval so much faster because you can just type in a keyword and go.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to flip through pages and different books. You just type it right in and just go.
Before we go to our next call, my son is doing some reports on, well, I was telling the kids I want to take them to South Dakota someday for vacation.
Right.
And they're like, Mom, what would be in South Dakota? I said, well, let me tell you. There's Mount Rushmore, there's the Black Hills, there's this. So let's show them. I love to pretend like I know more than my kids. Yeah, like I said, pretend. Anyway, let's go off to the phones. Hello, welcome to QVC. You're on the air with Mary Beth and Justin. What is your name, please?
Hi, it's Marilyn. I'm calling from San Pablo, California.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
Hi.
Are you in the market for a Dell, or do you have one already?
I have one already. I
Okay.
ordered it from QVC a few months ago.
How do you like it?
It's wonderful. It is seriously excellent. I had a question that I'd like addressed, though. I'm just a bit confused about the DVD read-write plus minus issue.
Good
I
point.
purchased also from QVC, a DVD player VHS recorder, and my recorder seems to record and play in minus, while I think my computer seems to burn on plus. I'm just confused about that.
I am too. So let's ask Justin.
There are different styles of DVDs. The important thing is that when you go to a store looking for a DVD, you just know what record method that machine has. So this is the plus minus. Those type of DVDs are recordable for the machine. For your other DVD burner, you're saying it's minus. You just have to make sure that you buy the correct DVD for that particular machine.
Is there a place on my computer that I can check to be absolutely sure what the format is? Where can I go?
That's a good point.
I think you'd be able to go into the help. To be honest with you, I haven't done it before to look in and pose that question. But I can tell you, if you look in the specs, what came with the computer, do you still have all the paperwork that came in?
Yes.
It should tell you in there. But as far as online, I've never gone into the help to look for the DVD. I'm not sure if it's written there. But if you look in your specs, it should be there for you.
Okay. I've been seriously pleased with it, though. It's a fine machine. I purchased it because my company used Dell, and my experience with Dell machines has just been exemplary.
Wow.
So I'm very, very pleased.
That's good. I am so glad to hear that, and thank you so much for calling. That was a great question.
Thank you,
love
and
that.
it's great to talk to you, Mary Beth.
My pleasure,
You guys
too.
do a great job.
Thank
One
you.
of the really cool things, and I know I'll be quick and I need to get off, but one of the really cool things about buying electronics in this manner is that you get the presentation, and I've become hooked on that. Almost all of my electronics I get after having seen a presentation like this, because you don't get that if you walk into a store and, you talk to a salesperson.
That's exactly right. I'm with you on that. I don't buy electronics anywhere else either because it's nice for me to sometimes I just watch from home. Like I said, I watched Rick and Justin one night and bought my computer from them because I learned so much just listening to them.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day to you.
And you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. These are such great things, and the one thing I want to go back to is the 3-year warranty, the 3-year tech support, and the 3-year at-home service when you need it, if they can't help you over the phone.
That's right.
That's what you get from Dell. We have it on 4 easy payments. 4 monthly payments, and you have your choice of the 15-inch flat monitor, a 17-inch flat monitor, a 19-inch flat monitor. Of course, you get your hard drive there. You get your speakers and everything.
That's right. The subwoofer.
The subwoofer. You also have, of course, your mouse and your keyboard, all of which is wired to it. And the other thing, is it easy to get on the internet from these pieces?
Very, very simple. We have the built-in Ethernet card inside the machine. And just to show you, I have several. You talked about Mount Rushmore. I have the site for Mount Rushmore up here. We also have Grand Canyon. We have NASA up here.
Wow.
I have all these windows open. But you know what? One of the main...
Oh, that's a good point. Look at all the windows you have open, and it's not crashing.
Well, look at this.
That's the other part that's interesting.
That's a big thing, right? The computer usage. Actually, this computer has what's called hyper-thread technology.
What's that?
Hyper-thread technology, real simply put, is it makes the computer think that there are 2 processors running at the same time. So right here, I'm in the task manager, and there's processor number 1 and processor number 2. Now, there's really not 2 processors, but the machine thinks there is, and that's what matters. Right now, it's showing me, with all these windows open, I'm using 7% of the computer's capability.
Wow.
With all those windows open.
And it's not getting all confused and, and locking up. That's the part that's...
That hyper-thread technology is a big key to that.
Let's go back to the main features of this computer. First of all, 2.8 gigahertz means it's super fast.
Super fast.
And then you have the Intel Pentium 4, which really is talking about the brain of the matter,
That's
basically.
the processor. That's right.
the processor.
With hyper-thread technology.
Okay. The 512 megabyte, which again refers to...
Memory.
The memory. How much memory you have.
Right, and that enables me to multitask, multi-windows open.
And then you have the 160 gigabyte, which is talking about the capacity.
The hard drive, how much you can hold in this computer.
120,000 minutes of music,
That's
as I recall, and all
that's
that.
Right.
Plus you have the fact that it will play DVDs, it will also record DVDs.
That's right.
And this one, as Carolyn was bringing up, it does the plus or the minus, is that right?
That's right. That's right, it has both. It has dual drives here. So here's your DVD player, your DVD-ROM.
Okay.
That's read-only. And this is the burner down here, so you can burn DVDs, which is great. You got to remember, too, it does write to dual-layer DVDs, and the great thing about that is you can put more information on the DVD, so it will burn to those dual-layer DVDs.
Wow,
so instead of only getting like
3
or 4 hours, maybe you'll get 6 hours.
Oh, man. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, too, is you get this gift with purchase, which is the PC Treasures, which is a ton of software. It's unbelievable how much software. And you know what? Software is not inexpensive. You go into all the, office kind of places, stores, and I'm telling you what, you just want to buy one thing of CD-ROM of information or whatever. Here's what it includes. Norton Antivirus, which is going to give you the security so you can put parental controls on what websites your kids go to, as well as keep your pop-ups from coming up. Lock those puppies out. I don't like to see those ever.
Also, how about your identity?
Makes me mad.
Saving your
games
identity.
and things.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun stuff.
4 great games
John
to
Madden
play.
football, that's a big one. I like that one.
And this is if you are into digital photography.
Right. If you wanted to doctor out the pictures, a friend of ours took pictures at our wedding last July, and he sent back the DVD, and he had all kinds of funny things like different bubbles over our heads and stuff like that. So he doctored out the pictures. It was funny.
That's a riot. And then also the Organize It, business and sales letters. And as we said, talk it, I can't say it. Type it, talk it. Something like talk it, type it.
Talk it, type it, absolutely.
Anyway, so much great software, and it's on 4 easy payments. You know, the fact is, kids are graduating from schools, from colleges. A lot of your high school graduates are absolutely, they cannot go to college without a computer. That's what I'm being told anyway. And so, my son is graduating next year, and he already has his own computer. He's like, Mom, I have to have it now. So that's the thing. This is the time to go ahead and get those kids their own computers when they need it, when they're at an age where they need it. But for moms, for dads, I mean, my parents who are in their 80s. My dad, he knows how to use a computer, and you know, and he loves to write and things. So people of all ages are using computers, but the key is get a Dell, get it from QVC, get it on Easy Pay, and you get all that Dell support, 3-year warranty, 3-year tech support, 3-year in-home service support when you need it. It's amazing. Justin, thank you so much.
Well, nice to
great
be
to
here.
have you here.
Thanks.
And all that software coming with it. What a great buy. Anyway, this has been fun. I've learned a lot. I hope you've learned something too in Electronics Made Easy, and hopefully we'll have many more anniversaries of Electronics Made Easy in the years to come. Right now, though, we're going to change gears and we're going to talk about diamonds, Skylit Diamonds. It's a brand new premiere show of beautiful natural diamonds that have been color treated into the most gorgeous colors of the rainbow, so don't go away. And then, of course, City Knits, the clothing I have on, coming up at 3. Stay with us.
Gadgets, gizmos, the latest.
Carolina, and I will watch the moon. I'll never forget a full moon coming up over from the ocean, and you know, it's very romantic to me, both symbols, the moon and the heart. So in drawing, I discovered a way to incorporate the moon and the heart as a silver tone pin, and these are inlaid with Swarovski crystals. So I chose this beautiful blue stone for the moon and the beautiful ruby stones for the heart, and then these are hand inlaid with these beautiful Swarovski crystals.
Stunning piece, and look, I just love it. It's just simple. You put it right next to your heart. You've got this beautiful image that will absolutely command attention and questions, and oh, that is beautiful. And I think that's what makes it so just important, is that when someone comes up to you and sees this piece of jewelry, they will comment. That opens up the door so that you can share your faith and you can, you know, talk about things not of this world, which is an awesome way
instead of how's the weather.
Exactly.
You get to talk about more significant, meaningful things.
That's right.
And you know, the scale, I didn't go really, really big. I really picked the perfect size. It's very tasteful, that you could wear every day, anywhere. It has elegance, and it does have bling bling because of all the crystals, but yet it's, again, understated and very beautiful that you have your angel placed within the heart, with the wings pointing upward, or you have the moon where you're seeing that beautiful crescent moon.
Absolutely, and what a beautiful gift to give. $25 is the price on this. Who's that person that's just an angel in your life? You know, who's always there for you, always there to support you. I mean, what a wonderful gift to give, something for them to wear and something for them to enjoy, and then share their faith with others. Let's go off to the phones quickly. Brand new today, we've got the heart or the moon. Who's calling, please?
I'm Janice Children from Virginia.
Well, welcome in, Janice. How are you?
I am doing just great.
Great.
Just great.